Hey, it's Kaero. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a little while since I've recorded a video. I wanted to start and try something a little bit new because Standard is just not looking like there are many changes right now, aside from Domain, the Azorius Soldiers that we've seen, human builds, and mono red. So what we've got today is my first foray into the Timeless format, the new format on Arena that allows you to use any cards that are on Arena. So we're starting out simple with a mono red aggro build, and this build works. So I can't remember the win rate. I'll post it down there. Right now it's like 80 something percent. This thing is fast, and if you can line up your things right, turn 1, 2, and 3, you can get them pretty much dead very, very soon. So I'll run through the deck with you. If you're new here, thanks for checking out the video. Thanks for subscribing and hitting that thumbs up, and comment below if you have any questions, and let's get going here. So we have a lot of one drops because we are an aggro deck. We'd like to be aggressive and get the game over as fast as possible. So we've got an all-star here from Throne of Eldraine, Fervent Champion, a 1/1 first strike haste. Whenever it attacks, if you have another knight that's attacking, that knight gets +1/+0. The only knights we have in this deck are Fervent Champions themselves, but if you can have two of these out, they're just, I remember from when this was in Standard, and it's just absolutely amazing. We have from Neon Dynasty, Kumano faces Kakazan, big mono red staple in Standard right now. Of course, we have the iconic Lightning Bolt for sure from the Mystical Archive in Strixhaven, this particular one. We've got Monastery Swiftspear, has been very good, continues to be very good. 1/2 haste prowess combined with something like a Lightning Bolt or an instant like Monstrous Rage allows it to buff up, and you can even trick people if they're blocking it with a 2/2 or something, and you can blow them out from there. Monstrous Rage +2/+0 till the end of turn. Create a monster roll token attached to that creature. So a roll is +1/+1 and has trample. That this is a monster roll. So this is a very good instant from Wilds of Eldraine at uncommon. It's used in standard mono red right now. And you can see kind of a trend here. This mono red build is using a lot of the good cards in from standard, but also one that we definitely don't have access to in standard is Ragavan Nimble Pilferer, the infamous 1-drop 2/1 monkey pirate. When it does combat damage to a player, create a treasure token and exile the top card of that player's library. Till end of turn, you may cast that card. You can also dash this in, meaning come down, hit them, and then go back to your hand. So later in the game, you don't have much going on. You have a couple damage. They're tapped out that you need to get in, and then exile something from their library and play it, and still have access to Ragavan next turn. You can dash it. Electrostatic Blast is a card that I've been messing with because I don't play a lot of Alchemy, but since we have Alchemy access now in Timeless format, this card has really impressed me. 2 mana instant, 2 damage to any target. You get a one-time boon with when you cast an instant or sorcery spell, exile the top 3 cards of your library. You can play one of those cards this turn. Now, red doesn't have card draw, obviously, but this is as good as it gets in terms of red card draw. Being able to take out a creature or hit them in the face for 2 damage, exile 3 cards, that is a lot. Especially turn 4 or 5 when you're just looking to get that extra damage in. I mean, you can pick what maybe you'll exile a Lightning Bolt, and that's enough. Maybe you need a creature, whatever. Lightning Strike, not as good as a Bolt, but still good. Robber of the Rich, mythic rare from Throne of Eldraine. 2 mana, 2/2 reach haste. When it attacks, if they have more cards in hand than you, usually that's going to happen because you're mono red aggro. Exile the top of a card off their library. During any turn you attack with a rogue, you can cast that card and spend mana as though it were any mana of any color to cast that spell. So this is a really, really good high value card. Damage early. It's self-explanatory if you played with Robber of the Rich in standard. Rolling Vortex. Zendikar Rising. 2 mana. Enchantment. Beginning of each player's upkeep, 1 damage to them. When a player casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast that spell, Rolling Vortex deals 5 damage to that player. And what I can tell you about the Timeless format already is there's Mishra's Bauble, there's another 0-drop thing, and they're not expecting to have Rolling Vortex down on the field and then get smoked for 5 damage because they have a 0-cost artifact. Or let's say that they, cast a spell or copy a spell or whatever, play something for free. 1 red mana, your opponents can't gain life this turn. There's a lot of Deathrite Shaman going around, which is a black-green 1-drop that allows your opponents to exile things from graveyards and also tap a green mana to gain life, which is really like a no-no. When you're playing mono red, you don't want your opponents getting life. So this is really cool. They tap something, do something to gain life. You have 1 red mana, and you can just prevent that, which is very cool. Skewer the Critics, common from Ravnica something. I can't remember. 3 Mana, 3 damage to any target sorcery, not an instant, but spectacle. So if your opponent lost life this turn, you can cast it for its spectacle cost to get rid of one of their creatures for really cheap. It's another lightning bolt at sorcery speed. One thing that's really good to pair this with is Kumano Faces Kakazan, because that step 1 does 1 damage to them, so that counts to trigger your spectacle for skewer the critics. We have Den of the Bugbear. Adventure of the Forgotten Realms, very good creature land here. So Kenzin, Crucible of Defiance. 4 mana to create 2 1/1 colorless spirit creature tokens. They have haste until end of turn. Sometimes that's all you need. And Castle Embereth comes into the battlefield tapped unless you control a mountain. It's not usually a problem if you line up your plays right. And then 3 mana to tap it to give all your creatures +1/+0. So if you have a wide enough board state, I mean, even with Sokenzin, those are 2/1s now. So thank you very much for checking out the video. Hope you enjoy the gameplay, and consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.
I will not lose another friend. I am not frightened by you.
So that's it for the Mono Red Timeless video. If you want more Timeless content, or if you liked this is the first Timeless video, please let me know in the comments and consider subscribing. And hopefully I'll talk to you and I'll see you next time.